The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Special Programs, Ali Mohammed, led a government team that toured the grain bulk handling facility at the port of Mombasa to confirm if indeed the 6,000 metric tons of contaminated maize was still at the port. There have been widespread allegations of the poisonous maize being sold in parts of the country, especially in Central Province.
And we want to allay any fear that any amount of the contaminated maize imported by the National Cereals and Produce Board has escaped into the market. I want to emphasize once again, all that maize is under safe custody.
The visit to the port by the government team that included the director of the Kenya Bureau of Standards follows a crisis meeting convened last evening by President Kibaki to address the maize saga that was causing panic across the country.
We want to reassure the Kenyan public that the maize in circulation has been imported by the private sector and certified as good for human consumption.
Police have impounded several bags of maize in Central Province and parts of Nairobi after word spread that the maize was unfit for human consumption and that had been sneaked into the market by unscrupulous businessmen. The government has now dispelled those fears, saying all imported maize has been tested and given a clean bill of health.
The maize imported by Hydra Limited and various other importers now in the market has been tested and certified as safe for human consumption. And I do have here with me certifications for all the maize that was reported recently in the press.
The government says the contaminated maize will remain under tight security, awaiting destruction.
This maize that was contaminated will be reshipped or destroyed soon as possible after necessary arrangements have been put in place.
The maize saga has put into doubt the credibility of the country's testing institutions after issuing conflicting reports about the safety of the imported maize. Emmanuel Talam, KTN Prime.